your journey with what you're doing and what God has planned for you. Hi, it is Intentional Tuesdays, and I am your host, Penny Owens. For everyone who has not been here before, Intentional Tuesdays is where professionals come to refresh their spirits and reset their intentions every week, not once a year, which some of you guys think is okay. So, welcome. Today has already had an interesting start. Just wanted to say to you guys, those who are exposed to the fires, I hope that you are safe. I hope that you are strategically protecting yourself, emotion-wise, physically-wise, mentally, just to make sure that you stay in that healthful place with the losses. Grieving is grieving, and those that are directly affected, they are grieving something special right now. But those who are watching, post-trauma is real. So protect your peace as well. God controls everything. He provides for everything, and you will go on and you will be okay. It may hurt. It may be scary. It may be anxious filled, but don't be fearful. You're still here and you still have plenty to do, and you are much needed. For those who are dealing with the cold, stay warm as best as you can. Help those who cannot, and make sure that our thoughts and our emotions and our prayers help provide some sense of heat for all of those who are affected by the cold. The weather is interesting by itself. Natural disasters are interesting by itself, but it's not the end of life. It's a part of it. So you want to make sure that everything that is a part of life, that you just get ready to, dodge those bullets and dodge the punches and things, because it's going to keep going on. It's going to be erratic because we can't control that. All you can control is yourself. So you want to make sure that no matter what outside brings, no matter what your environment brings, what the people around you say and or do, that you protect your peace in all of it. You get through, you try your best, and you continue to move forward. That's all you can do. You can't control anybody else. So I am going to take a moment and make sure that everything is set up. I cannot tell you. Oh, technology is like doing something interesting. I don't know. It took care of itself. But today's topic is about new beginnings. Guess what? Of course, the beginning of the year, that's the first thing that you think about. Okay, it's a fresh start. It's a new point in reference. So what am I going to do with myself this year? Okay, expand that. Think something much larger than just what are you going to do for yourself this year? If you have not been paying attention, community is a high priority, okay? Your sense of citizenship, neighbor, their sense of just belonging is needed. We are losing the sense of community moment by moment. It is very important that you make sure that you do your part in contributing to society, okay? AI is taking over. Yes, I said it. AI is taking over, and you want to still have this human connection, then you make sure you do your part to make sure that we are there. So as far as new beginnings, do what you think is best to make sure that you are included in society, and is make sure that you do your best being your best you. You are very important. There is no one else that can replace you. Not your thoughts, not your input, your emotions, that intellectual way that your brain works. It's needed. Don't let AI tell you what to do. It's your life, okay? You are an exclusive part of it, each and every single one of you. And now is the time that you have to make sure that your presence is there. Be present in all that you do. So as far as a new beginning, be present. If you haven't been paying attention, I'm telling you, these things are coming really fast. God is not playing with you. He's not playing with me. He's not playing with none of us. It's going to come fast. So you want to make sure that you are ready, prepared, and just willing to take that chance on trusting yourself. Yes, trusting yourself. You don't trust a lot of people. We already know about the issues, but we're going to work on that this year. I'm just saying, trust yourself. You have everything that you need already. You have learned so many different things throughout the years. You've experienced so much, so you are ready. We keep thinking that there's this perfect moment that we have to build to. We keep thinking that eventually I'm able to get there and perform the way that I want to. It's now. The time is now. And 2025 is not waiting for anyone else. There are no perfect moments. It's now. You're already ready. So just do. It's time for actions. Yes, you can still have your conversations and dialogue, but I'm telling you, it is time for action now. If there's something that you want to do it. If there's a place that you want to go. If there's someone that you want to speak to, say hi, I love you, give a hug to, do it. Time is moving faster than ever. Stop waiting for the perfect moment because that does not exist. Never say never and never say perfect. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. But in all, be present. Stop worrying about the what ifs. Because guess what? Yes, they do exist. What if this? What if that? It's a 50-50 chance it's going to be negative or 50-50 chance it's going to be positive. But remember, there's still a 50-50 chance that it's going to work out, be okay, that you're going to have exactly what you need, that you're going to excel in it. So focus on that. I don't see why you're wasting time doing anything else. Focus on the positive. Focus on moving forward and stay semi-detached to all of it. You have no clue what God has planned for you. You don't. You know what you want. You know what you want to have, what you want to experience, what you want to do. But you don't know what the point and purpose of just that task will lead to. Yeah, God's bigger than us. He's kind of smarter than us. He has a plan lined up. So you just make sure that you show up and that you are ready to ride the ride. Okay? So if there's things that are nagging at you, and I don't want to use the word nagging. If there are things trying to get your attention internally that you have been ignoring, that you are curious about, that maybe you're concerned about, why can't I stop thinking about this? What is it? It's time to pay attention to them. It is time. They're trying to get your attention for a reason. I don't know the details. This is your life. These are your reasons. I don't know what they are, but you do. No one else knows you better than you. So whatever is trying to get your attention and has been, it's time to just, let your hands go and say, okay, fine. What is it? Let me know what it is. Sit still. And please, whoever you believe in, I'm just saying, sit still with God, okay, the creator of all things. Sit still and just ask, okay, protect me. Yes, repeat after me. Protect me from all things negative, especially evil. I didn't ask you what you're paying. I just said, just say it. Ask for God to protect you from all things negative, especially evil. Sit still. And then ask God, reveal to me what your plan is and what it is that you are trying to get my attention for. What else did you think? Why that thought keeps coming into your mind? Why do you keep thinking about that place? Why do you keep having that emotion? Why do you keep having this interest that's just pulling on your heart? You thought that was just you. You thought that was just your intuition. You thought that was just your stomach talking, your gut feeling. That's God talking to you because you're not listening otherwise. So he's trying to use the best way of getting your attention that works for you. That's how that works. It's simple, guys. It's not as complicated as you think. So sit still and ask him, reveal to me what it is that you're trying to get my attention to. Sit in silence. I know for some of you guys, it's going to be very hard. You're not used to being unplugged. You're not used to quiet. But the world is getting louder, very loud and chaotic. You better learn how to sit still because you're going to find your peace there and you're going to need it. I'm just saying, if that's scaring you, I don't know what to tell you because it's the truth. You need to be able to sit still and be able to sit with your thoughts. You need to be able to sit in God's presence. You need to be able to sit with your intuition so that you know That is what you think or assume. You want to be in a place of knowing what's happening around you and knowing what you need to do on a day-to-day basis. We tend to get caught up in the what ifs and the possibilities and the once a days. One day I'll be able to do that. No. Be present and move in a place of sureness, the knowing place, the secure place of not being confused. Yes, there are going to be things that you don't know. I don't know everything. That's just a part of it yet. I don't know. Do it. Okay, fine. You don't know. Do you want to know? Get some answers. We literally have Google and we literally have God for everything. Get some answers. No reason for you to walk around confused and unsure for anything. Yeah, no excuses. I'm sorry. What? You thought that was going to work? No excuses. No excuses for any level of ignorance. There's too much information around us and available. Easily available. So ask a question. So get your answers and then make a plan. I'm not saying this plan is something that you have to follow step by step 100% every single day for the rest of your life, because plans change. Or really, have you not noticed? Plans are a goal, something to reach for, something to make sure that you are strategic and consistent. Consistency is the plan. Consistency is the journey, which is the point. You don't know where you're going to end up. You have no clue. You just know what you want. You know what you would like, but you don't know. So stop worried about that. Do your part now and continue to reach for that goal. Okay? New beginnings. A lot of times, new beginnings mean that something ended. Not necessarily death, but something ended, which is why there's a new beginning. Whatever just ended, whether it was abrupt or you were prepared, it is completely fine to grieve about it. Grieve sounds like a strong word, but it's true. We tend to have some type of emotions or lingering thoughts. You know, there's something that stays with you when something ends, whether you're prepared or not. You weren't prepared for whatever's coming, whatever's happening, whatever was given to you. So you feel some way about it. You might have enjoyed what you were doing beforehand, the way that you were thinking originally, the people that you were involved in. Whatever the situation is, most of us tend to grieve one way or the other about it. Now, let me see. Hey, there you go. RG, I appreciate you. Right on the comment section. I appreciate you. But definitely, you want to make sure that wherever you stand with your emotions or your thoughts about what was, deal with it, accept it, acknowledge them. This is the best part so that you don't have a lot of thoughts going backwards, moving forward. You don't want to make sure that you don't want to be thinking, I could have been doing this or I should have been doing that and I could have been further along. Why are you wasting time with that? Don't do that. Don't do that. Continue moving forward. Have your moment of reflection, your moment of gratitude, appreciation for what it was and what it did, what it taught you, what you experienced, and let it go. Drop it. Yes, like it's hot. Drop it and let it go. Continue to move forward. Okay, so now, all right, we ready? We done already said no, we done dropped this. All right, this old stuff is old now. What's coming in? What is here to greet me? And what is it that I'm doing now? You should be excited. You don't know what's coming, but that's the best part. Learning about what you are capable of doing, who you are, elevating up is exciting. No, you've never been here before. You've not done these particular things. But that's cool because you're about to learn something new. You should always be in a place of learning. We are teachers and we are students to each other. You don't know everything. Who told you that? Was it your mama? Did she tell you that? I'm not going to say she lying. I'm just saying she love you though. You are always going to be a learner if you do it right. Only the stubborn refuse to learn or refuse to follow. And leaders know when to lead and when to let others lead. It's a give and take. It's something you're doing. It's called balance. I'm just saying, it's called balance. So you have to learn what that means for you and where you currently are and where you're going. So, like I said, keep your hands open to receive these opportunities because God is not playing. He's not playing. He's coming hard. He's just throwing away blessings. Here you go. Here you go. He's better than Oprah when it comes to throwing blessings. I'm just saying. Everybody may think, well, that's not for everyone. Everyone's not receiving blessings. There's some curses going on. There's some negative things happening all over the place. God uses it all. You would be surprised how many beautiful things come from ugly places. It's a part of life. No, it's not pleasant. No, it doesn't feel good, but it's a part of life. It's balance. It's the yin and yang, positive and negative. It's right there in black and white, pretty much on a regular basis. It doesn't help you or any of us to be in so much of a place of hope that we are in a place of denial. It's a part of it. So with that part, you have to be able to make sure that you are strong enough, strong with discernment, clear with your intentions and hope and faith, just understanding you're not going to understand it all. Everything's not going to feel good, but keep looking forward. Find those parts, those silver linings, the pieces of gratitude and appreciation and everything. Learn in every single situation and all that you come across, everything that you experience that is told to you secondhand. We learn from other people's drama. We learn from other people's experiences, their wisdom. Take it all in. Take it all in. Learn from everything and continue to develop your character and who you are, your presence, and what it is that you want to do for your community, for your family, to give back. That's life. It is a cycle and it is constantly changing and it's constantly moving. Your feet needs to be grounded so that you can understand what it is that you are doing. Like I said, the only person you can control is you. So your new beginning, it doesn't have to be completely from scratch. A lot of people think that if it's new, then that means that there are no remnants of the old. Who told you that? Stop it, because that's not true. A new beginning does not mean that nothing from the old is present. And it does not mean that you're starting from scratch. A lot of people don't like change. And those are usually the two reasons of fear. You think you can't be yourself moving forward. And you think you're going to lose something. And what does this mean? And I don't like it. This change. I can't control that. Yeah, where? I'm just saying. And then we think that I'm not going to start all over. I've done so much. I've invested in so much. What do you mean that there's a change, that there's a new policy, that we're going to move? Calm down. I'm just saying, calm down. Yes, calm down. Everything that you've ever touched, seen, done, heard, experienced, did you not realize that comes with you? I'm just saying. That's what memories are for. That's like your human resume. It comes with you. What you're working on and what your hands are doing, yes, that part, maybe it's a little new. But everything that's you, everything that's inside of you, it comes along for the ride. You get to dig deep inside yourself and pull up the things that are relevant for the new project, for the new time, the new environment. Okay. You get to find out, oh, I forgot I knew how to do this. And you know what? I ain't used this in a long time. You get to actually, for some of you guys, we can go into the garage or you go into like the dusty corners of your house and you can pull out, you know what? I'm already prepared. I do have something that's perfect for this moment. You don't know. We as humans are so caught up on the what ifs and being prepared and the timing and just hoarding different things. You don't know how they come into play. God uses everything and all of it. And you really just have to sit back and just kind of watch this show. Do what's required of you and only you. And just kind of watch how these elements just miraculously and beautifully just combine together, presenting life. You want to make sure that you are just not so stubborn and with being in control that you miss all the important things that were just going to suck you into it. Okay. It was not going to ask you your permission. It's like, yeah, come on. We want you on the ride. Like we want your skills. We want you to be present. Yeah. Those folks are not trying to sit and ask you a long time for permission and let you think about it. They just want you to ride. Some things, a lot of things, especially now, it's happening so fast that you really just need to be able to say yes. Like you just need to go. You don't need to have time to think about it. You have moments that you just need to trust yourself, trust who God is and what he's doing in your life. Trust that the Spirit is going to keep you safe and bring everything out of you in that moment that you need. Trust that provisions have already been put in place, that the correct people are in those rooms that you are going to, that God has already gone ahead of you and laid the foundation. You good. You just need to show up. You need to have that kind of trust this year because it's going to be raggedy if you don't. The same way that I can confidently talk to you and let you know you're going to be okay. And if you're present, you don't came to this room, I'm going to let you know you're good. You're much better than you are giving yourself credit to. You have done the work. You have done the research and your heart is gold. Just show up. That's it. God is like, hey, show up. Let me show you something. Okay. Let me show you who you are and what you can do because it's already in you. There's opportunities that are going to present themselves that guess what? They are on your mind and heart already. You just didn't know how it was going to come to fruition. You didn't know how it was going to play out. But don't just keep your ears open. Keep your eyes open for these opportunities and let the anxiety go. Release the fears and really say yes. Say yes. Because I'm telling you, you got this. Your new beginning doesn't have to feel like a foreign, brand new, from scratch start. You're not new to this. You're not about to go somewhere just completely unfamiliar. Let's say you start a new job with a different title. Your skill set, okay, your worth ethic, that's still coming with you. That's you. Every step that you take, it's with you. It's walking through those doors too. So it doesn't even matter. You be yourself. You be your best self and you show up. Do 110. You be the best employee, the best manager ever. Do what you came to do. Learn and do your best. Help others. Do it. Work really hard. Have a great time in everything that you're doing, even the boring stuff. You'll be surprised how many tedious, boring jobs can still be interesting if you allow your mind to accept that. Do it. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a new job title, a new environment, a new position. It's you. It's you, dog. I'm just saying. You are the best part of that position. Everything that looks, black and white, the requirements, it can look scary. It can look really boring. But guess what? You are the personality that makes everything on that page pop. Don't let anything that you are applying for, anything that you want to write a grant for, the things that you want to just help you, don't let the black and white words scare you. You're the best part of it. You do your best, you give your all, and I'm telling you, trust that you're going to be okay. You're going to have what you need. If there's anything that tells you no, so what? Go ahead and keep going. Just there's something else. There's a world of possibilities. Don't let any one no or 20 no's stop you. Everything can be a new beginning, a fresh start if you allow it. So be confident that you're prepared, that you're good. You're going to be all right. You're going to continue to grow. You're going to expand. You're going to learn more. And that's it. That's kind of the point. You want to be your best and you want to help people. I was about to say, unless you don't, but I really don't think that if you didn't want to help people that you would be here. I think selfish people tend not to be intentional. They just are stubborn. They wouldn't be here. This would draw them in. And if it did, hi, how are you? I'm glad you came. Stop it. Okay, so now we're all covered. But you want to make sure that you do not let fear control you. Not just in 2025 and 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm just saying, say, you know what? I'm not moving that way anymore. You're not going to take any more of my time. You're not about to take any more of my peace. I'm going to make sure that I intentionally refresh my spirit and I know what I'm doing. My intentions will be set regularly. I will do status checks regularly within myself. What do I need? What do I need in this moment? I've done that. It's getting better. I still need work. Be honest with yourself. You just take care of you the best way that you can and let God show you what it is that you're missing. Let him provide what it is that you need. And I'm telling you, you got everything covered. You take care of you. You love the Lord. You're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. And that's going to be with everything across the board. Yourself, your family, your community, your business, your organization, spreading out to the state, the states, the country, the world. You may look at yourself in the mirror and think, well, I'm just one person. What? That's all you think? That is all you think? Oh my God, I'm so sad. You're amazing. You're a huge factor. You're a whole ripple effect. What you say and do matters to people who you'll never meet, people who may not ever even see your face and name in the same place. Stories about you, how you handle things, what you did to get through it. It's a ripple effect. You're a whole rumor. What you mean? Like, just period. Life didn't start and end with just you. So stop thinking that way. You are a whole movement and you are change. You are powerful and you are needed. So it's time to remember that. Keep that on your chest. You know what I'm saying? Keep that on your resume because I'm telling you, you're pretty good. You're pretty good. Anyway, you want to just, like I said, new beginnings. Stop being afraid of new beginnings. Because I don't care what nobody says. Do you really love the old? Are you really so attached to the things from before that you want to continue to do the same things and eat the same oatmeal like from here on out? You know, you love that neighborhood that much? You just love it. Sometimes we hold on to things because of the nostalgia. We hold on to what was because of what it represents. And most times, when you think about it that way, the things that we are holding on to probably don't exist anymore. Like, it already has changed. You just didn't update with it. I'm just saying. Is that the case for you? Are you not being realistic about what is and understanding what was? Because it is up to you. You get an input on what will be. Okay? Don't spend your whole life looking backwards or trying to hold on to things because you just think this is the best that it's ever going to be, because it's not true. Every generation has its negative situations, positive situations. Like I said, it's a part of life. It's inevitable. But why do we think as humans that this is it? Like, this is the best it's going to be. It's all going downhill. No, it's not. Even with all these disasters, these horrible, horrible things happening on the news to our men, our women, our youth, even with all these very ugly situations, there's beautiful things happening. There's beautiful things happening everywhere, all the time, whether it gets airplay or not. People are blessing each other. There are new developments happening, different cures and just answers and solutions. There's so many things that if you allow yourself to see that are quite beautiful. There are many miracles around us all the time. And I like to call them mini miracles because if you just look, there's always just some kind of amazing thing happening. Just like, oh, wow, look at that. I didn't know that was there. Look how that played out. If you allow yourself to see it, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And there's a chance that there's many, many miracles happening around you, way more than the dramatic and traumatizing situations. I'm sure there's bad situations, but that's not all there is, or will there always be. Everything's temporary. So make sure that you stay focused on what's important, be present, and enjoy the refresh, the new beginning. And for the record, it doesn't have to just be January. I think I said that in the beginning, but let me say it again. It's not just January, people. Life does not just start. I've had this conversation before. All right. Let me make sure that you come in closer. You come in closer. Because I want to make sure that you hear me. All right. New starts and fresh beginnings do not only exist in January, on Mondays, or in the beginning of the month. It starts when you make the decision moving forward. Okay? All right? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Look, I see you. Did you hear me? All right, so we're gonna make sure that we stop the excuses. I'll do it next week. In the beginning of the month, I'll do it on the 1st. I'll do it next year. Stop it. What if I told you that if you didn't do it right now, that you were going to miss the opportunity? What if I told you if you didn't start working out that you were just going to get an extra 3 necks? Like, I'm just saying. What if I said if you didn't stop smoking that the cancer will be here next week? What if I told you that if you didn't apply for that job, the whole building and the company is just going to end? What if I told you if you didn't ask for that raise, they're going to give it to someone else sitting right next to you? What if I told you if you don't just make the trip and buy the product that it doesn't exist and it won't come back for years to come and you won't get to enjoy it? If you don't visit that country, that they're going to cut off access and then you can't get in ever again. Yeah, it's just that serious because stuff like that is happening all the time. It is. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Do what's in your heart to do, to say, to experience. It's your life. You get one. You're not a cat. It's not going to be 9. Sometimes we get lucky, we get 2. I'm just saying, but you're not a cat. So live your life now or accept that you didn't. Yeah, it's that one. New beginnings are for all of us and they happen more frequently than you think. So be present and enjoy yours. Thank you for being a part of this Intentional Tuesday. I hope it wasn't too intense, but I hope it was. But I just look forward to, because y'all heard me say this before, I'm just going to have my popcorn and I'm just going to be watching, just collecting notes like, ooh, look at that. They was working this out. I'm so excited for everything that you are going to experience and be a part of, because 2025 is going to be very, very intense, one way or the other. So choose what side you're going to move on. Thank you for being here. Thanks everyone for showing up. I appreciate you and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye. I mean, I'll push that because if I push that, it'll stop abruptly. I just love that I got you guys with me. Bye.